And I love that, you know, Joe and I are getting inducted tonight because we've put nose to grindstone, and, you know, you don't get harmony if everybody's singing the same note. So,
yeah. I don't know, man. It means that people are listening to what we're doing, which we were both kind of surprised when we first heard about this, that we were being considered. And I mean, because we're, like Steven said, we're always under the hood working, or we're on the road, or whatever, working the band. That's what the band is. It's like, it's work, and we're doing it, you know. And to know that people like some of the people that have already been inducted are listening to what we're doing, that feels great. I mean, right now, I mean, this is all a formality. Just to know that, you know, some of those people have listened to our music is enough to make the night for me.
you know, you never think you wrote something like some of the others that we listened to, but it was just nip and tuck. When we first wrote Moving Out, it was like, all I thought was we got our foot in the door and we wrote our first one, and let's see what comes next. So,
yeah, that's it. It's really about just, it's like any other art. You don't have, it doesn't mean, just because you don't sell 100 million records doesn't mean you're not a songwriter. Just because you don't sell a painting doesn't mean you're not a painter. I mean, once you pick up the brush and express yourself, that makes you a painter or a writer or a songwriter or whatever. And we figured that out pretty early on.
And here comes Smokey. Where does one buy a jacket like that? Like a coat like that? The Gap. Is it nice not to have to do Idol anymore?
It frees me up to do the band, which is what I told them anyway. I said, look, band's been around for 40 years, Idol's been around for 10, but I would, you know, rather do an album with the band and go back on tour with them. So.
You know, it's just such a small list anyway, and to be chosen out of those people is, you know, I didn't know whether I'd ever see this or even expect it in my lifetime, so I'm very happy.
Well, originally, I think disco was still pretty strong when Foreigner came out with its first album, and between ourselves and bands like the Cars and Journey and, you know, a number of other bands in that ilk, you know, I think we brought good rock music back to the forefront.
On the very first day of Motown, when Berry Gordy started Motown, there were 5 people there, and he sat us down. He said, we are not just going to make black music. We're going to make music for everybody. We're going to make music for the world. We're always going to make quality music with some great stories and some great beats. And that's what we set out to do, and thank God that's what we did.
I am. Sometimes I want to be up there with them, or other times I'm just enjoying them. But, you know, it's a great family of people. It's a great community. It's a great club of great artists, and many of them have done wonderful stuff that I know I dance to or love to or something to, you know.
I'm a big fan of the fans each other over the years, and
Well, I mean, this is to me is you know is for the true muso lover night. I mean, every star that's ever happened, whether they write their own songs or they don't, has needed a songwriter or themselves to write a great song to make that engine go. And you've seen a lot of careers that have kind of laid there for a second, and then when they write that one magic song, it starts to go again. Or people that have, you know, you have people like Elvis Presley, you have people like Celine Dion, you have people like Frank Sinatra that didn't write their own songs, just waiting for that one person to come and bring them that hit that changes their entire career, and then it changes the world. It's an amazing thing, and it's the most mystical part because you can't teach it. I don't think you can go teach someone how to write a song. You either hear a song in your head or you don't.
What are you working on?
I'm working on a new album, and no, I'm kidding. Everything's good.
McEnroe's Greatest Hits?
McEnroe's Greatest Hits. It's a very short album, like 3 seconds. You cannot be serious. No.
I told him, by the way, on record, I told him never to say that again as long as he lived. And he says it every day. He says it every day. Bye, guys.
All good.